to another artist choice.
But we're doing girl power. We've got some fun female characters coming your way, starting with The Little Mermaid. I work for Disney Special Events. So this is the rendering for the head of carpet for the Little Mermaid premiere for the new live action Little Mermaid. So the designer drew up the model and then I broke apart the model for pieces of foam because we're going to build those rocks at the bottom out of styrofoam. The top ended up being a graphic. So this is the graphic that I had to match when we were carving the rocks.
Wow!
Meow. It's very blue and swoopy.
Woo!
Step one, I decided to vacuform some barnacles to go on the foam rocks because I think barnacles really sells the look of the under the waterness. And they're pretty easy to make and I could make a whole lot of them with the Vacuform. So I sculpted some little barnacles. The important thing when you're vacuforming is you've got to make sure that they taper and there's no undercuts because otherwise whatever your mold is will get trapped in the plastic. Vacuforming is where you heat up the plastic and you stretch it around something and then you vacuum out all the air and it goes onto the... Yeah, that sound just came out of my mouth. Look you guys gave me. Both of you guys were like, what just happened? What just happened? See, it was just it. Sucks out all the air. Sucks. This is going well. Okay, we can do this. Wow. Sucks the plastic onto the barnacles. You guys helped with this because I can't slam the frame down onto the box and turn the vacuum cleaner on by myself in the quickness. I don't have the quickness. So you guys were my button pushers, the switch flippers. You turned on the vacuum. So I've got the box that's got the holes in it and the vacuum attached to it. So it creates the suction. And then there's this two-part frame that sandwiches the plastic in between. And you sandwich in the plastic, heat it up in the oven, and then slam the slam the plastic over the mold to kind of catch some air in there. And then so then the styrofoam was delivered to the warehouse where we built it, and I broke down all of the pieces into the numbered sections and the color-coded sections. And I went around and drew on both sides of these 4x8 chunks of styrofoam the lines to match the basic shapes of all of these rocks, and then we cut them out with a hot wire. So this is nichrome wire stretched across a bow. It's called a bow hot wire cutting, and it's connected to electricity, and it heats up and it cuts through the styrofoam like butter.
Smooth like butter, like criminal undercover.
So step one was cutting out the basic shapes and putting them together in their configurations. And then we carved out the details with the hot wires, and then we had to use a Sureform and sand those roundy and smooth because the graphic we were matching was very roundy and smooth.
Wow.
And then once we had everything cut out and sanded down, I attached all of the vacuformed barnacles and we sprayed them down with a mixture of it's wood glue and joint compound through a hopper to shoot it onto there to give it kind of a nice hard coating so that they wouldn't get damaged by all the other things that get stuck to them later on. Base coat. Let's talk about Ariel, because, you know, we're doing girl power. So the thing I like the most about Ariel is her curiosity. She's got her gadgets and gizmos aplenty and who's its and what's its galore. And she's just very curious about the world and constantly exploring, and I love that. As a parent, I question some of her other choices. I'm glad that she knows who she is and what she wants and she's gonna go for it, but maybe the Sea Witch, not the best plan. Plan B. I feel like the Sea Witch should be like plan F or Q or Z or something, right?
Yeah.
So then it was sponging brighter colors. The graphic that's for the top of the arch has sort of a purple light at the bottom coming up from the bottom right, and then the blue-green coming from the top left. So I tried to match that. And then there's a shelf full of gadgets and gizmos. One of the other artists collected all of the gadgets and gizmos aplenty from local thrift stores and stuff, and got just the prettiest variety of shiny and interesting shapes and things. And then she slapped them onto the rocks. There she is. She's known you guys since you were born. And then they got taken to the red carpet. So that's my carpet kit in a wagon. So the first thing I did on the carpet was paint a giant seashell for a sponsor. So this is the setup, and it's chaos. This is a 2-day load-in for Little Mermaid because it's a pretty big one. So this was the day prior to the actual event. And then on day 2, they put in all of the plants, and they put in these giant pink corals that are actually trees that have flocking sprayed on them, like the snow at Christmas time, and then it's painted hot pink, and they look amazing. They're pink flocked trees. Doesn't that look amazing? Yeah, there's a bunch of those.
If that were a candy, I'll be like,
Yeah.
Looks delicious.
I like it.
I think it turned out good.
I like the pink fluffy coral.
The thing I didn't have anything to do with. Great, good.
I like the rock.
I don't even believe you.
I like the thrifted gadgets and gizmos.
Oh, the other thing I had nothing to do with. You know what? I'm with you guys. The best part about working for Disney is that the team is incredible, so everything looks incredible. Moving on to Tyler.
I got into yet another children's show.
I love that you love children's shows.
The silly animated things are my favorite.
Me too.
But anyways, Lego Monkey Kid. It's a Lego show based off of an old Chinese myth, and it's kind of like a continuation, like thousands of years later, this guy. And here I'm drawing May, who is...
Well, first of all, she's Monkey Kid's best friend.
Yeah, she's
Wagon.
MK's best friend, one of the main characters. Her whole family is dragons, and she does a lot of racing and all that. She's cool.
Fearless.
She's chaos.
Yeah, she's another one who knows who she is, and she just is 100% gonna do her thing.
110.
The style that you have settled into the last several months is so fun and good, and the colors are great, and the way you've been doing backgrounds is great.
Okay, this is mine. I'm redrawing one of my old drawings.
An old original character. So when did you draw the first one?
I think it was like 2020 or 2021 or something.
So not that long ago. And boy, has your art style changed and grown.
She's so much taller now.
Yeah, your characters aren't entirely head anymore. But also, there's just so many good shapes happening. I love how both you and Ty at this age, like when Ty was 9 also, but both of you guys are doing the floaty body shapes a lot. I like the character so much. I like the way that you did the hair this time. The hair shapes are really good.
The swoopy floof.
And I love how she's got the jacket like coming off her shoulder there.
That's what I do.
I know that's what you do. It's so cute. And you can tell that that's what's happening. Maybe I can tell because I know that's what you do.
Mm-hmm.
Jimin. Can't keep your clothes on your shoulders.
Oh yeah, galaxy. Every time I do a forest background, it takes a while.
Well, it's a lot of layers. You did a beautiful job.
She's definitely got a lot more personality than the first one.
Yeah.
Especially in the pose.
So good.
I remembered the vibe I wanted for her from the original, so then I put on a new one.
So what was the vibe you wanted for the original?
Like chill, like boop, 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 boop.
Ah,